What do you guys think? There's two of my signs up here. I think that's pretty cool. Let's not trip over the trimmer. Picture right there, that's really neat. Anyhow, sorry my audio's been a little crappy. I don't know if it's this new phone. Video quality's been great, but anyhow, so I am going to be doing a video on this Echo trimmer. Stay tuned for that. For this video, we're going to talk about collection, plans, all that. So I'm just going to talk about what's here, what I have right now, soon to be upcoming stuff. I'm not going to talk about too much of stuff that's happening, a year or two out. So, anyhow, so we got the 582. She's got 75-pound wheel weights on it. It's 75-pound per wheel. I bought a snowplow. I don't know if you guys saw that video. A wide frame snowplow that will fit this. I'm also probably going to get a narrow frame. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing with the 105 just yet. It's one of those, it's on the table. I really enjoy this tractor. I enjoy the simplicity of the Kohler. I enjoy the simplicity of the hydrostatic transmission. Personally, I kind of prefer that over a gear drive, for the reason being that there's no clutch hassle to deal with. But it's not something I desperately need. And I will say it looks like there is a 782 coming in the near future. My dad has a 782, and I am going to be paying it off. So this shed will probably look, once we get that, it'll probably be 582, 782. And long story short, I was supposed to be buying a shed. I'm not so sure that's going to happen now. In that case, I might have to sell a couple tractors off, which I wasn't planning on doing. Unfortunately, though, sometimes things just don't work out. I was supposed to be buying it yesterday, and I was supposed to hear back Friday, and I haven't heard anything, haven't had any replies, so I'm just going to assume at this time being that I might not be getting it, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens there. Anyhow, I gotta take a minute and thank a good fellow YouTuber, collector friend of mine, Cody Freeman. He actually hooked me up with this Mag 18 carburetor. It is a Weldbro, but looks to be in very good shape, and air cleaner assembly. He also hooked me up with 2 heads, dipstick, and a oil cap. Big thanks, because once I get the 782 that will be going on it. We've been through quite a few carburetors already with zero luck, unfortunately. So, but like I said, I am going to be purchasing that off my dad. So, the reason that I wanted a 782, I figured I've been looking for the right tractor to restore and redo. Although I do appreciate original patina. I mean, this is about as nice as you're going to find as far as original. But this would have been a good candidate. I just wasn't feeling it. It's already had its restoration, minus the hood. As you can see, it's in really nice shape. Like I said, minus the hood. So this one, I think, just really needs the hood done up, repainted, re-decaled. I think this tractor's pretty much done at that point. As you can see, the paint is pretty well done. I mean, it's got its scratches and stuff, but to me, it's not really worth restoring. So, there's that. Let's talk about the carts. We got the Agway cart. This is my show cart. A lot smaller than my other cart. A lot lighter, a lot easier to pick up. We've already needed to use it this spring show, so it did come in handy. This is the shed I was supposed to be getting. Like I said, I'm not sure what's going on there, but anywho, so this is the 15 cart. She needs new tires, so she is prematurely retired this season until we get new tires. Not sure what I'm going to get. I've played with the idea of getting V6 ones. Not entirely sure yet, but both tires are pretty much done. I'm sure I could throw in some Fix-A-Flat and get a couple more years out of them. You know, maybe that is an option. I haven't really thought too in depth about that yet. The cart is staying though. That is not a for sale item. Here's the Electro 12 48-inch plow. That is definitely not going anywhere. I definitely need more space, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens there, but I'd really like to get that inside. But like I said, space is extremely limited. So there's the 582 mule drive assembly, and here are the two wheel horses. So as of now, the only tractor that's even relatively on the table is the 105, and that's still very uncertain. Like I said, I do enjoy the tractor, but space is limited. So we did get a sleeve hitch. I don't want to go too into detail, but took me like 3-4 months to get, of just bickering back and forth between me and the seller. I paid him up front, and he was supposed to bring it over the next day, never saw it, and I went through like 3-4 months of excuses, and eventually ended up getting it. But it's quite the mess there. Yeah, I ended up getting it. As you saw in my previous video, I plowed the garden with this. Worked phenomenally. So I don't really plan on getting rid of the Electro 12. I actually have tri-ribs, which I'm toying with the idea of putting on this since it needs new front tires. Good old 12 horsepower cooler. The only thing I wish is that this had an 8-speed in it. I might consider swapping it to an 8-speed down the road, I'm not sure. But maybe next year, who knows. I don't know how in-depth that will have to be to swap. I don't think it would be too horrible, though. Have to do changing here, and there's definitely, it's an in-depth thing if I do go that route, but we'll see. Don't hate the Hydro, and I really don't want to mess up the tractor's originality, but I can't say I like the Hydro either. But so that one might be seeing tri-ribs. Here's my Husqvarna push mower. Maybe I'll do a video on that. There's a good story behind that. We'll get into that later. Here's the GT2500. This has been the problem child of all my tractors. Right now it's in shambles. The linkages, I found the linkage, originally got lost. I found it down here somewhere, and it was rusted. As soon as I put pressure on it, it just snapped. And it snapped another linkage piece when I did that, so I've kind of given up on this engine, unfortunately. I really don't know what I'm doing now. So, and I'm not even sure Briggs was the route I wanted to go. I might just go with a Kohler, single cylinder, or maybe a V-twin if it were to come up cheap enough, but I wouldn't mind, just a simple Kohler engine at this point, even if it was an 8 horsepower and up. So I think that's, when this tractor's ready, it will be getting 23 10x50-12 ag tires on the rear. Maybe keep these, maybe tri-ribs on the front, maybe V6 ones on the front, I don't know yet. This one's definitely destined to get tri-ribs. I feel like this tractor would look right with them. And it's destined to get some new 10, I think I'm going to go 1023-12 because that's the tire chains I'm getting, so I'm going to swap all my tractors over to that, minus the 105 if I keep it. Because that is a worker. The 105 is a worker as well. I just don't, really, with these small fenders, I don't necessarily care. These are 8x50 wides, and they already stick out a good bit past the fenders. I don't hate the looks with the wide tires, but I don't know, I just think they look better with the narrow tires on them. That's just my whole opinion on that. I'd like to get the fronts eventually swapped over to narrow. I do have one narrow tire there, or wheel, sorry, not tire. So I'd eventually like to get this to go to tri-ribs if I decide to keep this tractor. Currently the thing I gotta do is get new hood bolts This one came out already, so I believe tomorrow, that's going to be my job to get new hood bolts for this. Yeah, so that's kind of just a quick little update on all the machinery and stuff. I desperately need space to put my stuff. It's gotten out of control, as you can see. But as of current, this runs, the 105 runs, and the 582 runs. Yeah, so that's what I have here. Quick little update on the 318 just to fill some people in. It's got some major damage engine-wise, so I don't know how that's going to be. Hopefully it's an easy fix, but it doesn't look the best, so we'll see. I'll update you guys on that then. But anywho's that's update on the garden tractors, and hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a little quick video, and hope you enjoyed it. But anyways, have a nice day. Please like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and I'll have an update in the fall.